Hello everyone, welcome back to Software Codes, and this is Khushba. Today we are going to start our lecture about the rows and columns. So just open your project which we have created in our previous lecture. So we will run our project. So we have run our project, and this was the app which we have created in our previous lecture. Now what we are gonna do, we will add a button inside the screen, inside our body. So for this we'll come here, and here is the text. We will remove it and we will add button, elevated button. Here we have on pressed, and this is the child. In child takes another widget. We will add text, click me. So here you can see that we have added the button here. This is the profile, and this is the button which we have created. So what we are gonna do, in body we will just remove this piece of code because currently we are not working on it. We'll just comment it, and in body add elevated button, or we'll just simply copy the code from here. So we will just simply copy the code and paste it here. Okay, this is the click me button, and this is our bottom navigation bar. We want to align it center, so just come here and wrap it with center widget and run it. Yeah, you can see the button is in the center. But what if we want to add more buttons here? So for example, we just copy this thing and paste it here. It will give us error because body contains only one widget. You cannot paste more widgets in the body. So what we will do, we will just add a widget which takes a list of widgets. So we have column and row. We will just wrap it with column, and we will copy this and paste it here. This you have to what you have to do, you have to separate each widget with a comma. For example, if you remove this comma, it will give you error. So just add the comma and hot reload it. Now you can see that we have multiple buttons. For example, we want to align the button here or in the center. So for this, what we are gonna do, we have main axis alignment dot end. Now you can see that our button is in the end, but for example we want to add the button or align the button here in the start. So for this we have cross axis alignment dot start. We will run it, but nothing is gonna happen. Yeah, nothing is gonna happen because the column is starting from here. It does not cover the whole screen. So for this, what we are gonna do, we will just wrap it with another widget called SizedBox. We will give it the width, for example 300, and hot reload it. Now you can see that it has just shifted a bit, but we just want to cover the whole screen, so we'll just increase it to 400. Okay, it again has shifted here. Have you noticed that we have wrapped this elevated button with the center, so we will just remove it. Now we will check. Yeah, so this was the issue, that we have aligned the elevated button, we have wrapped the elevated button with the center widget. That's why it was aligning in the center. For example, if you want to check the scope, or you want to check that how much the area has been covered by your widget, so what we are gonna do, we'll just simply wrap it with the container and just give it a color. Colors dot blue, and we'll just, now you can see that it has covered that much area. For example, you want to add the widgets horizontally, so for this what we are gonna do, we will just simply replace the column with row, and now you can see that this is the alignment, or this is the, like, the widget has been added horizontally. But one thing which you should keep in your mind is that in row it totally works opposite. In column the main axis alignment was like this, but in row main axis alignment will work like this. So for example, you want to align these widget here, so for this you have to replace it. You will add end here and just add start. Now you can see. Okay, now if you want to check the scope of your row, what you are gonna do, color is equal to color start. Now you can see that this is the scope, or this is the area covered by our row. For example, we want that our row should cover the whole screen, so here what we are gonna do, we will just use the double dot infinity. Double dot infinity is used to cover the maximum space on the screen. So because we are unaware of it, that which sort of mobile phone our user is going to use, so for this we will just replace it with double dot infinity, height and width, and it has covered the whole screen in terms of height and in terms of width. So for example, if you want to add the space between these two buttons, what you are gonna do, you can add padding, like it will add padding on the all side of the widget. But for example, you just want only left, comma, right. So now you can see it has added the padding on the left and on the right. But for example, you don't want to use the padding, there is another option which you can use. We'll just remove this widget. Another option we have is SizedBox width 8. Now you can see it has added the space on the left and on the right. So this was all about today's lecture. If you have any question related to this lecture, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.